about it right now, everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. And if you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging or painful,
Hi, this is Pooja and welcome to Food Without Borders. This week I am going to show you how to bake an apple crumble cake. Now this cake is so good for the fall season, and now that apples are in abundance and all of us are going picking apples, I thought this recipe was worth a share. Now this has a cinnamon crumble on top and it's so delicious, guys. You can have it with coffee, you can have it with tea, you can have it as a meal if you want to. That's what I do. And I swear, this is like a cake that is perfect for your emotional needs. And I have a lot of emotional needs, people. So let's get started. So folks, I have my oven preheating at 350°F. I have this 8-inch pan that I have lined with parchment paper and greased it. I'm not a risk taker, so I always line my cake pans with parchment paper. I have some apples chopped here. I'm using two kinds of apple. One is a sweet apple and the other one is a tart apple, which is Granny Smith. To this, I am going to add a couple of teaspoons roughly of all-purpose flour, and I do that because I don't want my apples to sink to the bottom of the pan while they bake, and also you don't want them to burn. So give this a toss and set this aside. In this bowl I have some butter, which is room temperature and unsalted. To this I will add sugar and give this a whisk until it's all combined. Now to this, I will add some eggs and whisk this as well. Add some of the applesauce to this, and this is applesauce that is unsweetened. And I will leave the detailed ingredients and the written version of this recipe on my blog, and you can check it out, and I will leave a link to it in the description box. Add some vanilla extract. So folks, the cake itself is an apple vanilla cake, and the flavors of the cinnamon comes from the crumble that we would be adding on the top. So now I am going to whisk this until everything is all combined. So folks, it may look like the mixture is curdling, and that's because of the butter, but when you add the flour to the mixture and the gluten and everything is well mixed through, it'll look just fine. Let's work with our dry ingredients here. Now in here I have some baking powder, baking soda, and some salt, and I am just going to add this to the flour. Give this a rough mix, gently add it into our wet ingredients and whisk it. Alright folks, the cake dough is nicely mixed. To this I will add the apples. And the apple is the star of the show, although the amount of butter that goes into it, butter should be also the star of the show. Fold this in. And you could totally use your standing mixer for this. I just like to do it myself because it gives me a workout. And probably I should get a workout because I know I'll be finishing this cake in a couple of days. All right, now we will pour this batter into the cake pan. I will refrain from the urge of licking my fingers and the spatula and everything in the vicinity of this cake batter because I'm pretty sure it's delicious. And what I'm doing is I'm just spreading the cake nice and evenly here. Alright folks, my hands are dirty. I'm gonna go clean up, get the butter for the crumble, which is sitting in the refrigerator, and when I come back, we'll put the crumble together, okay? Alright, for the crumble, I have some all-purpose flour here, Into this, I will add some brown sugar, some cinnamon and salt. And this is butter that I have cut into roughly cube or slices, and I left it in the fridge so that it's nice and cold, and this will help get the crumble. And add this also to the flour, and I usually use my hand, but you can use one of those tools. What is it called? I don't know. I will leave a link for it in the description box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix this all together and create a crumble. So we've turned everything into a crumble. We will just spread it on top of the cake. And you can use this crumble on many different cakes. So this is my go-to crumble for any cake I am baking for the fall that needs a little cinnamon in it. Okay, so this is going to head into the oven, and when I come back, I will tell you how long did I leave it there for. So we'll be back. So folks, we are back, and this baked for about an hour 15 minutes. Now you have to realize that I have a deeper pan and that takes longer. Now if you have it in a shallow cake pan, it might be less than an hour or close to an hour. What I'm going to do is run my knife. Ooh, it's already coming out. Okay, I didn't have to do that. So I did let it cool down for about 15 to 20 minutes. And the longer you let it sit, the better it will taste. All right, I'm running out of patience, and these were the longest 2 hours I have had in a long time. So I'm gonna cut through. There you go. There is your slice. And look how beautiful it has turned out. Seriously, guys. It's so soft. I'm sorry, I'll have to take another bite. Oh my gosh. I think cake is like the happy meal. I don't care about McDonald's, but cake is a happy meal for me. It's so soft and moist, and it's a denser cake, and it's because of how we started. We used butter first. We whisked butter. I can't even wait to go back to eating this cake. We whisked butter and sugar first and not the eggs, so which makes it really dense, and the applesauce makes it really soft. So you guys have to give this recipe a try. It is so delicious and it's perfect for fall season. And hit subscribe if you haven't, and if you're my friend, come on over and have a slice of cake, and I will see you next week. Bye.